Okay, we're ready for the Chapter 2 review on page C54. So let's review the main things we learned about in this chapter. So in lesson 1, we learned that rocks are made of minerals, fossils formed from animals and plants that lived a very long time ago. Some fuels, called fossil fuels, were formed from the bodies of plants and animals that lived many years ago. Minerals are kinds of natural resources that can be used in making many things. Lesson 2, soil is a natural resource that is made of weathered rock, decayed organisms, water, and air. Soil provides minerals and other nutrients to plants and provides a home for some animals. Different kinds of soil has pieces of different size, contains different minerals, and can hold different amounts of water. Then in lesson 3, we learned by recycling and reusing materials, we can help make sure that the materials will last for a long time. By conserving resources such as clean water, we can help make sure that there will be enough for others. So let's look here, reviewing science words and concepts. Write the letter of the word or phrase that best completes the sentences. So you're going to use these words that we went over in the lesson to fill in the sentences. So let's look at number 1. A material that forms in the earth from non-living matter is figure out which one it is. The hardened parts or marks left by an organism that lived very long ago is number 3. A material that can be burned to produce useful heat is number 4. A material from the earth that living things can use is number 5. A rock that has a large amount of useful materials is number 6. To slowly break down a rock is number 7. The material made of decayed organisms in soil is number 8. A material that plants and animals need to live and grow is number 9. A kind of soil that has tiny grains that are packed closely together is number 10. A kind of soil that is loose and has large grains is number 11. A kind of soil that is good for planting is number 12. To change something so it can be used again is number 13. A place where garbage is buried under soil is number 14. To use a resource carefully so it won't be used up is Now, the ones that you know that are really easy for you, what I would suggest is you go ahead and you fill those in first. Then if you need help with some of them, remember, these are all in the glossary boxes. So you can go back and see what the glossary boxes say they are if you can't remember, and then figure out where they go, okay? So, explaining science. Draw and label a diagram or write a paragraph to answer these questions. Number 1, what are 3 main ways that rocks form? Number 2, how do soils form? Number 3, what are some things we can do to protect natural resources? So you're going to draw and label a diagram, or you're going to write your answer. Whichever way you prefer, that's the best way that you can tell me that you understand how to do these. Using skills. Number 1, suppose that a school produces about 10 kilograms of garbage a day. Multiply by tens to figure out how much garbage this school would produce in a week. So, if you would like to do this, this one is going to be optional. Okay? Bronson probably might want to do this one. Addie, Ashlyn, you guys might want to do this one as well. But you might not too. It's totally optional. It's up to you. Number 2, many cans, plastic bottles, and paper products can be recycled. Observe where people usually put these materials. Make a poster to remind people to use recycling bins. Number 3, organisms take things from soil, and they also add things to soil. Make a list to communicate to the class what you learned about materials that organisms add to soil. And then these 3 questions. Number 1, suppose you live near a field where many different plants grow. A sandy beach is also nearby. After a heavy rain, you want to play outdoors in a dry place. Which place would you infer to be more dry? Explain your answer. So infers by using the information that you know about soils. Which one would you guess would be the best place to play where it's more dry? 2. Imagine that you are going to plant some seeds. Why do you decide to add humus to the soil? Number 3. Compare and contrast clay, soil, sandy soil, and loam. I believe that's all there is to the review. All right, guys.